Hello everyone, it is Chris here, and I'm going to be trying something a little bit different today. I'm thinking that this time around I'm going to be trying to draw something now, and this is something a little bit new for me, and that I will try to make something here. I'm not trying to say that I am a spectacular artist, but I'm going to give it my best shot anyway. Just give me one moment, please. Sorry about that. I had a cell call. Right now I'm actually down in Florida. Hang on, because the layer is locked. Layer's locked. I mean the layer's locked. What the hell is that all about? Okay, we'll just make a new layer. I don't know how that got locked, but that'll be good. That'll be our lines now. Now I'm going to be drawing something today which is known as catalog. What catalog is if you're a fan of the Halo books, you will know that, well, that in the book Silentium, which was a Forerunner era book, that there was a character in there that was known as Catalog. And what Catalog really is a character that is not so much a single, not so much an actual Forerunner itself, but more of an amalgamation, not an amalgamation, but a combination of multiple units. According to the actual book, Catalog itself was actually a series of members composed of the Forerunner rate known as juridicials. What juridicials are in Forerunner culture is that they are mostly responsible for legal proceedings. So just mostly an entire class of lawyers. How scary is that, you know? Now, Catalog itself, in theory, is a group, is a single collection of individuals. They're not individuals in theory. They're actually part of a collective, and they're part of a hive mind. When multiple catalog units are together, they are actually in unison. They're in sync. How they share data with one another in the catalog network. And I'm not going for perfection. I'm obviously going to clean this up a little bit when I'm done, but this is just laying the basic groundwork. I mean, I'm going to touch up this a little bit. And the funny thing is that there is actually no real indication of what Catalog actually looks like within the actual books, and that was something that the author Greg Bear was very, I think, purposefully vague about, because this is sort of left up to our imagination. We are told that the character itself is in something known as a carapace. And the carapace itself actually encases the biological body of Catalog. And from there, we are mostly left wondering just what sort of thing this is. Now, I'm drawing this here with a sort of a three walking or manipulating claws or legs down here. And this is just, like I said before, the basic outlining. I'm going to go through this in more detail later, but my vision of this is that Catalog has 3 legs that are used for walking, and 2 that are used for manipulating. And we know this because in certain parts of the actual speech itself, the actual character uses his limbs to manipulate stuff, or to actually open, to grasp, to shake hands, and all that sort of thing. Now, Catalog itself doesn't really have a face, but I imagine that it would have some sort of indication of where the actual body of the Forerunner in question was. And in the books, Catalog has sensors in place of eyes, so we can sort of infer from that. Now, Forerunners themselves have some sort of weird, awesome, kind of floaty tech, because they're ancient advanced aliens, and as we all know, ancient advanced aliens have floaty things, I suppose. Now, gonna see if I can add like a little bit of flashiness here. What would Forerunners have that's very flashy? And well, I'm thinking is more glowy floaty things, and not like other parts of the Forerunners, which are like life workers and all that, have glowy, floaty things. It's a little bit more difficult to sort of concentrate on this one, and there isn't going to be that many parts of this, and I'll clean that up. Maybe I'll clean up these areas up here because maybe I'm not going to like those all that much. I don't know if you can actually see my cursor or not. I've never actually tried this before. Now, where should I put the arms? I kind of think I want to put the arms around here or around here because that's where I would think that, well, naturally that arms would go. But you know what? I'm actually not going to do that. I'm actually going to put the arms somewhere around here. Like they're folded in when catalog is not used. Now it looks like that's a giant elongated Iron Man thing with the X eyes there. But that's where I'm actually going to put the arms. And I'll actually have them, one of them folded away and the other one extended. So let's add one of those things here. And a good thing to do that is because the body itself is encased within, it would be interesting to see that sort of thing there. It's sort of recessed into the actual sort of thing, and I'll make the distinction when I'm doing that. But, and this is the, there, I'll make sure that I actually make the distinction that that is a cavity and not the actual arm itself. Now, I'm going to extend the arm there. There we go. And I don't remember exactly how many fingers catalog has. I'm going to give him 3 for right now. Like 3 long fingers. There we go. There are no, I don't imagine him having any thumbs. Actually, you know what? I will give them, I will give him thumbs. Because, or you know what? That'll be the thumb. That little thing back there, that's going to actually be the thumb. And it won't be a problem. And right there. I'm not going to worry about shadows. But catalog also has sensors. So I'm going to put several surfaces on the actual carapace itself. Or something that makes it look like there's some semblance of a face. And I'm going to put them at what I assume to be eye level. Because remember, the body itself is roughly human in shape. But I will see if I can add the instruments to go along with that. And the body itself, not the body, but the actual hand for this one's going to be around there. And once again, I'm going to reiterate that I will, of course, clean this up when I'm ready to do it. And of course, we're going to add something like wings, almost like that. I don't know why I'm compelled to give catalog wings in this case, because, well, actually I am sort of compelled because I'm kind of reminded a little bit of, in the Halo 5 reveal trailer, you know, Mendicant Bias. He took the form of, at least I think that was Mendicant Bias. Anyways, it took the form of an eagle or something like that, and the eagle itself had some collection of wings. So I'm going to think that catalog would probably have something similar. At least this is how I'm imagining him right now. I don't know. There's no official look to what catalog actually looks like. And I'm doing this whole thing because I'm sort of taking the idea of justice, or at least the Western symbol of justice, which is either the eagle or the lion, and either which it creates a sense of authority and the symbol of freedom. And I assume that the Forerunners probably have something similar to this. Now, I'm starting to run short on time for this, but I'll probably make a jump cut so that we can do a little bit further. Of course, because that's leaning away from us, we can adjust that a little bit. There we go. And of course, this is going to be sort of like a grayscale pattern. It's actually not looking that bad for a preliminary sketch of this. This is mostly on the spot, but I had a little bit of an idea of what I kind of wanted to do. I knew that I wanted the carapace to be sort of a humanoid sort of shape. But, hang on, I'm going to make a jump cut here in just a second so we'll make it kind of clean. So we're going to add a part of this here, like part of the toes, part of the supporting toes. And, of course, because it's Forerunner, it's floaty. Because remember, ancient advanced guys were always using floaty stuff, right? I hope this doesn't offend anyone, like my poor drawing skills, something like that. I'm entirely self-taught, and I didn't really do any sort of advanced things. Most of my artistic skill is... I remember actually going a little bit to a painting class, but I never really figured myself much of a painter. I made one painting, and I'm kind of proud of it, but I never really painted again after that. And I think I should, because it could be neat. I'm sorry, I'm getting a small cramp in my hand right there. Actually, and it should be noted that I'm actually on vacation right now when I'm doing this. I'm actually with my family in Florida right now, and we're actually going back tomorrow, back home to Windsor. But I got some sun, I got all that fun stuff, and it's fun. But it's time to come home too eventually. Okay. Oh, you know what I need to do is I need to pull up a certain symbol because of the Forerunners and this symbol. Hang on a second. I'm going to see if I can do that with this. Otherwise, I'm going to just pull this up here. So, you know what? I'll keep it in the recording because this is important. Of course, I'm not connected to the internet. Can I connect here? Please ignore this. Okay, there we go. I guess I can actually do this. Okay. No, I don't want that. I want to actually go to Google. Okay, that's perfect. Mental responsibility. Yep, this is the symbol I want right here. And of course, I'm going to minimize that and see if I can view the image. That's kind of what I want. This sort of reference, because this symbol is of course very, very important in foreigner culture. And crap, I'm gonna need to mess with this a little bit as well. And dragged it over there. Hang on, I'm going to drag the video itself, actually. There we go, so we can accomplish a little bit more with that. No, I don't know why. Get out of my way. Weird stuff, you. Okay, and I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to put it right there. Now, jeez. It was all going so well, too. Oh, I'm on Eraser now. That explains a lot. Let's zoom in a little bit. Come here, my friend. My buddy, my pal. Whatever. I'm going to put it right there because, like I said, Catalog is a representative of the Forerunner government, and the Forerunner government was really crazy about this little thing called the Mantle. And if you guys have played Halo 3 or have followed Halo past that point, the Mantle is absolutely freaking important to Forerunner culture. It's basically it is the religion. Although it's not really a religion, it's more a philosophy or something like that, kind of like the virtues from Ultima, where instead of the Avatar, you basically just got the Forerunners and their mantle. And the Forerunners, they love their mantle, almost like extreme Christian levels of all that. Whatever you do not piss off the mantle. You do not mess up the mantle. Don't rock the boat, essentially. That's what the Forerunners are saying. Do everything right. Be a good little Forerunner manipular. Do your job. Don't disrespect the mantle, and we'll have no problem. Otherwise, you could be accused of heresy. And as we all know, heresy is never a good thing. Just ask anybody from the Warhammer 40k universe. I'll put that into more detail in a second, but that's looking okay, actually. Let's go that over there. Yeah, that's okay. That's not too bad. Okay, I actually made a small boo-boo up here. So I'm going to actually fix that. So, I don't know why I moved like that, but I'm going to switch to this here. Switch this down over to there. Actually, I'll do 3. Let's zoom in and enhance, everyone. There we go. There we go. Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. I don't know how much more time I've got, but I'm making as best as I can. Now, for this, I'll also reduce this down to 3 pixels because I want to try to add some of the details on here. And I can do that, but I just don't want to do something that messes it all up. And I'll probably record maybe a little bit more this session, or rather, there. Yeah, there we go. It's looking nice. You look like a true representative of the mantle. Now, a big follower of the mantle, a guy who was really big on it, was the Didact. You remember the Didact, right? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Big guy, pointy teeth. Well, he was handsome once upon a time, but, that's what happens, when you use Botox and make yourself immune to the flood and stuff like that. It never really turns out well for you. So, just stay the way you are, my Forerunner generals. That's okay for right now. yeah, that's okay. I'll minimize that, but just in case I need to go back, I'll do that stuff. It's looking okay for right now. It's looking pretty regal. It's looking pretty representative of the law. Because catalog, here's the law. Now, right now, I think that what I'm going to do is right now, I'm going to create another layer right now, and this is utter insanity, and this is just going to be color. And you know what color I'm going to choose? That's right, Forerunner Gray, baby, because that's how they rolled back then. Not like that, but they rolled in, yeah, sort of a silvery sort of color. Not like that. Okay, that's okay, because I just drew over the layers. That's okay because it's just to fill in the lines and give me a sense of what's going on. Because if the Forerunners didn't like the shiny gray stuff and all that, it was just because they like to put other glowy things like blue or red or green and all that. Why do all the advanced alien cultures like to have those just the glowing stuff? What's wrong with keys? Okay, keys were never wrong in the past. Everyone always liked keys like keyboards and stuff like that. You don't think keyboards wouldn't survive when you're in advanced culture and stuff like that? Yeah, and sorry about that. Someone just sent me a message. Just hold on a second. I gotta answer this. Okay, now that I got that taken care of, logistical nightmare around here. I mean, vacations are fun. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes they can be a little bit tough on everybody. I think we're all kind of happy to go home, but at the same time, not really, because we kind of want to stay down in Florida. But because then again, who wouldn't? Because it's Florida, man. Florida. Everyone's been nice so far. This is like Canadian levels of nice. It's just this sort of thing just doesn't usually happen, and I am impressed by this, but at the same time curious. Usually, sometimes when people are this nice, they want something from you. But you know what? I am genuinely happy with all the great service that we have been getting around here, all the great people and all that, the great food, the great theme parks. We actually went to 2 theme parks this time. We went to Universal Islands of Adventure, and we went to Typhoon Lagoon. Yeah, I haven't gone in a little while, and I liked it. I like the wave pool, all that fun stuff. All those kids that they have all that fun doing that sort of thing. Now, I don't know if I'm going to split this up. I really don't. I got to make up my mind on these sort of things because it's not good being indecisive. But that's good there. I'm going to erase some of this stuff when the time comes, but for right now, I'm just trying to strengthen the lines right about now. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make another part for this. So, I want to thank you guys for watching here. I hope that you can see that I am a halfway decent artist. Maybe not the best, but doing a good job. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Actual, and I am signing off.